We are down in Tennessee, about to do some fishing. Super stoked to be back out here with my boy, Mr. Caleb Bell from Bass Quest. Gonna be fishing one of his little home lakes. Super excited. They're spotted bass, big largemouth. Just gonna be a lot of fun. Throwing some topwater, throwing some little swim baits, as well as some big old glide baits today. Hopefully we'll have a lot of fish to show you guys. Break my PB, spotted bass, and just have some fun.
Over and over.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We need a nickname for that motor besides Johnson.
It's a big Bass Attitude Johnson.
Big old Bass Attitude Johnson.
That's good, dude. Oh. Guys, by the way, my PB is only a 1 pound spotted bass. So there's spotted bass in this lake. Caleb says, we're gonna try to catch your PB today, Ben. So Caleb, if we don't catch my PB and we catch a spotted bass, then there's a problem, okay? Because we're gonna be catching micro minis. Beautiful sunrise, water temp right around, I don't know, about 58 degrees. Fish should be getting up here to start getting close at the very least. At the very least, start getting close. There you go. Nat? Caleb says, I tell you where to cast. I set you up for your 1 pounder. There he is. Look at how pretty that fish is.
I love these fish.
I just keep thinking to myself, maybe El Choppo will get it done. But El Choppo to the Plapo. This is my little Tennessee bag. An accent, got some line, and the old El Choppo right underneath the wallet. Color, MF Shad. Let's get it tied on. El Choppo the Plapo, MF Shad color. Size 105, not a giant, but makes a lot of noise, a lot more than a little buzz bait. Hopefully it'll call up some fish. We're fishing some pretty deep water. There's a little island here with some hard contours around it, and hopefully these fish will stack up on it, especially early thing in the morning. Man, if it doesn't feel like a perfect little topwater morning though, man. That breeze, 60-degree water, sun just starting to peek up. Okay, dudes, I called it. I said as soon as this camera shuts off, I'm gonna catch one. And did I ever catch one? I don't know how big this looks on camera, but in person, this is a really big spotted bass. It's gotta be like, I don't know, we'll just call it a 3.5 for now till we get it on a scale, but that's a big spot on that 105 Choppo, dude. That fish smoked it on the end of the shallow point. We're gonna put her in here, let her chill out for just a second. We'll get her on a scale here in just a minute for you guys. Mr. Caleb.
Bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just like a weight.
That is crazy. I need a second. I'm shaking.
Doogie.
I'm shaking. I've been joking all night. He's like, you gotta catch like a 1, then a 1.5, then a 2. Kind of go up all day. We started by setting the bar pretty high with however big that fish is, 3.5, 4 pounds. That's a big spotted bass.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it's not 4.5.
Hey, dude, thank you. That's crazy.
Hey, that's the start of the bagger, right?
Oh.
Oh yeah, hon. That's a dandy spotted bass.
Let me just show y'all.
Look at that.
That's a big fish right
That's a stud. I mean, it's in that 4-pound range from what I'm thinking.
Caleb's got some.
I have not laid hands on it yet.
You want to lay hands?
Yeah, let me lay hands.
Okay. I'm saying 380.
I'm saying 4.
Okay. It's your GoPro? Okay. Power to their own, boys and girls.
Hit me with a zeros.
Zeros? Whew, she can't get any closer to 4 pounds.
Oh, what's it going?
314.
314.
She hit 4, but go one more zero.
She's got the frame, guys. You know, that fish right there in the wintertime could be 5 pounds. But for whatever reason, looks like she's been caught.
Oh, man, that's a 312. She's 314, 313.
Very nice.
Wow,
a
dude,
daggone stud.
That is a pretty fish.
Hey, we might beat that again today.
Look at that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let me just cast to the shallowest part here. Oh,
Big old largemouth.
Oh,
That hurt.
I guess I didn't really think he was that big, to be honest with you.
About 4.
Oh,
Throw in the very back of that one. Drop it in there and get bit. I think they like that.
damn, dude. That fish smashed it, too. The longest humanly possible cast I could have made with this thing, too. I was fighting him like a derelict. Just like an idiot, dude. Oh, man, I fought that fish so stupid. That's my fault. I thought it was small.
No.
The way he bit it, I didn't think he was big. No, that was a big one. Spot number 2, we just got done fishing. Basically where I caught that fish was a long tapering point. Really quick in this pocket, we caught that one, and then we went all the way to the back. Ended up having that big largemouth pull off on me, but it was a great start to the day. Caught it on that 105 Choppo. I'll show you guys real quick. This is that bait. MF Shad, so it's shad color Choppo. 105, pretty much your standard normal size. I'm going 3/4 commitment right now. This is a Shine Glide 185. If you guys watch my Swimbait video, I caught some big Michigan largemouth, caught some smallmouth. A couple years ago, I caught a 9-pound largemouth on Chickamauga from the shore. I was fishing this 185, so I have a lot of confidence in this bait, but it's not near as large as Caleb's bait. And a lot of times, especially when you're fishing really deep, bigger baits have a lot more drawing power. So we're gonna start with this kind of 3/4 commit. Caleb's had a lot of play on that other glide, and is there one underneath? Go! I didn't know.
I was trying to find the net. I usually keep it right by my feet when I'm glide bait fishing. Good one.
I go, is there one underneath me?
That would be a
Yes, there was. Thank you, thank you. He hit it, and I didn't even set the hook.
No, there's no way to do it. Like when they make a play.
Holy smokes, dude. Hit it so fast, I just held on.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's been a long time since I updated you guys. It is currently 1:44 in the PM. Just got done catching that fish on the S-Waver, 200. So that's like what, an 8-inch bait basically?
8-inch.
8-inch glide bait. That's what it looks like throwing it on the GTS Swimbait rod. Yeah, really cool fish catch. We basically called it. We saw a bunch of fish up on the dam really early this morning. Caleb said we got to come back when the sun gets up. If you guys can tell, the sun is finally up, which makes those fish kind of want to eat a little bit better on some of these bigger baits. We struggled earlier, but we started to get a couple things going. So we're going to fish this point where I caught that one on the topwater, see if they're here. Mr. Caleb Bell, any words?
Let's get one. We're going to catch a big one today. It's going to happen. Or we're going to get a chance to mess it up. I don't know which one. So we're going to do something. There's too many good fish out here right now, and they're too active. It's going to happen, dude. Let's do this. Let's get one.
It's funny. So guys, I've only ever really thrown that 185, and I'm throwing Caleb's S-Waver 200, which is a different style bait. And the way you have to work these baits is so much different. And it's one of those things where I've not fished this bait and understood like how to get it to move the way that I want it to move. So you're basically seeing me go through the learning process of this bait takes a lot more rod movement versus that Shine Glide, which takes a lot more, or for me, I just use a lot more reel movement. We're learning that. You guys are going to see me kind of learn this process. I'm sure I look super awkward right now, but we'll get there. Hopefully we'll get there on a big one. Our two captures, our two beauties are still looking beautiful. For the folks at home, what's the easiest glide bait to get into?
Easiest one, probably that Shine Glide.
I would agree. It's not too big.
S-Waver 168 is not a bad one either.
Does that take?
Too small for my liking.
Well, the 168's.
It's
a small bait.
It's really.
But it's a small bait.
Yeah, it is.
But the nice thing about that is you can throw it on like a 7.6 heavy or a 7.3 heavy, right? Like you don't
throw it on 7.3 medium. Maybe that's what I usually do.
Yeah, you don't have to throw it on like a swim bait rod.
No, you throw it on 15-pound tears.
Yeah, so that's nice, and
I recommend 20. But
you'll get bites and stuff on it too.
Yeah.
So probably the 185 Shine Glide or the 168 S-Waver. Sure. Way to go to start. And then when you come out with a dude like Caleb who puts you on some big fish, you'll get confidence in those big baits. Mm-hmm. I would agree. I would agree.
Hard to see it from the clear, but you see the red leaf, kind of like a rust-colored leaf. Mm-hmm. So about 5-6 fish left.
Welcome back to another episode of Guided by Bass Quest.
That worked good last time.
I know. So I'm getting at. Caleb's like, hey, you see that dark spot in the water? No, okay.
Oh. Keep going. Crush it.
I don't know. I mean, yes, but
that stick's too deep. You didn't get that stick.
Like didn't crush it, but sort of crushed it. Like just, I went to.
That's the way it feels most of your life.
I went to hit it again, and it just stopped. Is that a stick up?
Yeah.
I missed it, but. Got him.
Didn't make it too bad, did you?
Nope.
Look at the one behind.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a pretty fish. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I know I horsed you in. I don't want to lose you. That's a pretty fish. Look at how fat he is. It's a pretty fat fish. But the more and more I fish Tennessee, the more I realize that like the stuff that should work doesn't work here. Like in Michigan, tell me a fishing fact and I can tell you it probably works. There's one.
Warden
Oh god. Yeah. Oh dude.
I love it. I freaking love it.
Right down the side of that log. Dude, that is awesome. I don't think I had a follower. I think I just caught one. Oh, dude. That is way cooler than a follower. That is a good one. Okay, you got a lot of spunk, buddy. Hell yeah, dude. Good work.
Yeah, exactly.
Right off the side of that log. Honestly, I thought I was hung at first. Then I realized, no.
You were hung on a thing.
Yeah. Not hung on the log.
That's the kind of hung I like today.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, man. Here's a close-up look at that glide bait that's caught this past two. This is Caleb's Warden. This is called a River2Sea S-Waver 200. So it's an 8-inch bait. Warden is the color. Warden is also the name that we named a fish up in northern Michigan because Caleb almost caught one of the biggest smallmouth I ever saw in my entire life on this bait. But this bait's doing work. Do it again, fish. Do it again. Learning experience. So I just caught that one on the glide you guys saw. We weighed our fish. Caleb had one following his floating worm, and I flipped in there with a glide bait after they kind of turned off his bait. And the fish came in super hot, followed it, spun all the way around my glide bait and hit it in the head. And I thought I was waiting for that fish to actually get the hook. I thought I was waiting for him to like take the hook and get the bait. When he hit the head, Caleb's like, swing. Well, I didn't think about it. My whole thought premise was like, if he doesn't have the hook, don't swing. But like he said, when they get the head of that bait, swing, and a lot of times that front hook will come around and get him in the mouth. So I didn't think about it. Learning experience. If you guys are fishing glide baits, as soon as they take a shot at that bait, and Caleb told me this is not something that like I'm a master of. As soon as they take a shot at that bait, get it. I didn't have my camera going, so you guys will never see it, but
It's like a sweep hook set. When you see them take a shot like that, you just kind of sweep it to the side. And a lot of times you can sweep that hook right into their mouth.
there you go.
I swooped him. I let him hit it the first time, he missed it, and then I saw him swoop in again, and when he did, I just kind of eased it into his mouth.
I saw that, and I was like, damn, he hit it.
Chris is a freaking master of it, dude.
Really? Sorry.
Look at there. Pretty little guy on the glide bait.
I was like, damn, he hit it.
Yeah.
And then he came back and hit it again, and you got him.